G'day, it's Mark Grogan from O'Neill Real Estate. This is number 15 Gribble Avenue in Armadale. A very good home. 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms on 740 square metres of land. We are going to go and have a look room by room, as we love to do, and see everything that's on offer, because I'm going to make the assumption that you're not here in person to see it, because, I mean, obviously you wouldn't come here and watch the video of the house at the house when you could just look at the house. But maybe you're making the decision as to whether or not you want to come and see it at all. Well, you know why you're watching this video. We'll work that out later. Here is what is going on. We are in a very practical location. We have a bus stop right out the front, which is ultra convenient. And we have Armadale Road just up that way, 8th Road up that way, schools down that way, daycare centre right on the corner just up there. Oh, look, there's the bus. Oh, hang on a second. It's going the other way. Oh, that is definitely a bus stop. That's for the 243. That must have been the 22 something else. Who knows? This is what the house is all about anyway. You didn't need a minute of that preamble. If you want to skip along, obviously this is a video format, so you just jump ahead at your own pace. 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 740 square metres, 2-car parking. Now, well, actually a lot more than 2-car parking, but we'll get to that in a minute. This is what the house is all about. At the front, we have a living room and the main bedroom. I will take you through this way. So this is a crash course, right? You might have already seen the floor plan and seen in detail for yourself just how well set up it is. This is the kitchen and main living area through here. Meals area over there. And down here, bedroom 2. Bedroom 3, bedroom 4, laundry, bathroom. The outside, through that door, just follow the sunlight. Okay, we will go back to the front and walk through it in some detail. Like I said before, I'm going to make the assumption that you're not here to see it in person and won't be able to get here to see it in person. So if you go, man, that's way more detail than we need, well, then I was making it for somebody else. All right, this is the main bedroom. We have a bay window at the front. You will comfortably fit a queen size or a king size bed in this bedroom. And obviously, there's no furniture in here for context right now, but you do have the floor plan for detail. So, brand new floor coverings through here. These carpets have only just gone in, never lived in, and I think I'm only the 2nd or 3rd person to ever walk on them. So, that's a pretty good thing. The walk-in wardrobe to the right, to the left. The ensuite bathroom. It has a toilet. It has a shower, it has a vanity unit, and it has a mirror. What more could you ask for from a bathroom? Well, maybe a bath, but we'll go and see the other bathroom in a minute and see if that can help us out. But it is a lovely ensuite. Very practical design, this house. A very workable situation. A couple other things to tell you. It's been painted throughout as well, so fully repainted. We have ducted evaporative air conditioning. We also have a reverse cycle split system air conditioner in here as well. That's the main bedroom. Now, cool thing is, and if you've ever lived with other humans, you'll find that they can be, I mean, some of them are brilliant. In fact, all of them are brilliant, but at times, you know, you just need your own space. And that's the advantage of this design. If you're the person who's watching this, there's a pretty darn good chance you're the person whose name is going to be on the title. And if your name is on the title, I think you should get this end of the house. It's like your own little apartment. You can shut that door away from the busyness and the noise of the main living area, and you've got your bedroom, you've got your bathroom, you've got your own separate living area. If that's what you want. With a chandelier. Oh yeah, we can get fancy here, folks. We can get fancy. So, new window treatments, like it's all really nice. It's all really nice. I will let you make that decision for yourself based on what you've seen so far as to how you're going to use it. But what I will say is it's got some practicalities. Now, the kitchen. This was installed when the house was built, so in the mid-90s, but the doors have been replaced on the cupboards. So the many, many years ahead for this kitchen as it is with all of that. Or you could also repurpose this space a little bit. There's quite a lot of practicality to what you've got and to how you might do that. Whether or not you need a meals area here or whether you expand that kitchen, you know, you've got options. I'm just saying you've got options. It works very well as it is. You've got gas cooktop and an electric oven. The oven, I believe, is a new one. The oven is new, the gas cooktop is the original, and there is shopper's access there from the carport, which we'll come back to in a moment. We've got a whole lot of work that has been done to get this place looking fresh for you. So again, new floor coverings, window treatments, and paint in here. Door frames have been done, doors have been done. It is very well finished. We also have built-in wardrobes in all of the rooms as well. And we did have a bath. Look at that. See, that's where the bath is. It's in the main bathroom. So a bathtub here. We have the vanity, the mirror, the shower. Now what more could you want for a bathroom? Oh, a toilet. Well, that is located through there, just off the side of the laundry. I don't want to make a big deal about it, but like everything else in this house, neat, tidy and clean. And I think it's, hey, look at that. It's the dual flush model. We are certainly not holding back on the luxuries in this place. Now, the laundry has the ample space for a top loader or a front loader. There's no bench across there, so go with what you like. The dryer space above, there's a double power point for that. Linen storage here. Again, just giving you all the details you might have if you were here in person to see it. Trying to save you that trip because you obviously are watching this far in and you're going, yeah, I like what I'm seeing so far. And obviously if you want to make it happen, we can do that at markgrogan.com.au and we can send you the paperwork to be able to submit an offer straight away. Now, the built-in wardrobes in here. This room's a good size for a secondary bedroom. Again, check the floor plan, but I reckon you get a queen size bed in this secondary bedroom, no problems. Potentially a king, although, kings in any secondary bedroom tend to make it a little on the sort of more squishy side. But I reckon you'd do it with this one. Have a look at that floor plan for more detail, but lots of options. All right, bedroom number 4. This one has more like a walk-in robe or a step-in robe, a little bit bigger than the wardrobe in the other ones. So, good sized room, I've said it before. New carpets, freshly painted, new window treatments. It's all happening here at 15 Gribble Avenue in Armadale. So that gives you a pretty good idea as to what's happening inside 8 minutes in, although I did spend a minute talking to you about the bus. Let's go outside and see what is happening there. I don't know if we really focused on this space before. This is a good living area, right? So your good sort of everyday family living area through here, which is exceptionally practical because it opens out onto this great patio space. So this is all paved and you've got the double carport there, leading through to the patio. Another gazebo over on this side. And all of this garden area over here, which you could open up for side access if you needed to get down to the workshop that's at the back. Now, it is a 740 square metre block. That's like twice the size of the average block these days. 350 square metre blocks are becoming considered a good size, realistically. There's lots of 300s now, 300s, 320s. And this is 740. So it's double and a bit what some of the averages are at the moment. And it's lovely out here. It's really, really nicely set up. You've got well-established gardens and some beautiful fruit trees out here too. Got a couple of citrus trees here. I'll show you down the front in a second because there's more. A very productive fig tree as well. There's figs all over that. Already on the floor. Oh, what a shame. Well, get here, get picking. And mulberry tree, which is also looking very healthy, and a pear tree. Oh, tremendous. I think it's a pear tree. Looks like the leaves on it. I don't know. Can I come back to you on that? It's not an apple. I know my fruit. I'm a fruit guy. I love it. I buy it all the time. I'll confirm what that is. Things look different when they grow on home trees sometimes, you know, like in the shops, they got the perfect shapes for everything. Anyway, ignore that. It's got fruit trees. I'm confident that that's very edible. Another fig tree here. An olive tree. All right, those are the trees. Now, we've got the shed. So the shed is a very practical workshop. We have power there, power over there, and plenty of scope to make the most of this space. So lots of options with that shed. There's an orange tree there. Oh, this is a great backyard. This is what a backyard's supposed to be, you know. It's not supposed to just be a colour-bond fence and some artificial grass. You know, if that's what you've got and that's what you like, that's cool. But I just think that there's, you know, there's a bit more to life. Certainly more to a fruit salad. Okay, we have down here the new hot water system. There's an old one there that is getting collected. And then we have the newer hot water system here. This was replaced some years ago. It's not brand new, but all very good and operational with the gas storage hot water system. There's been updates to things like the lights. Those are quite new. Everything's in good order. I just, you know, I look around and I don't see stuff where I go, that's going to need doing. All the stuff that needs doing got done. And that's a very positive sign. Look how many lemons are on this lemon tree. I know this is turning into, I don't know, Burke's backyard. But I'm like, well, I mean, I don't want to say anything. I don't want to say anything about Don Burke that hasn't already been said by a current affair. But at the front, we have a locust tree. There's a grapevine growing through all of this as well. More lemons. I'm just saying, it's a good backyard. This is a nice place to be. Very, very hard to find these days, this kind of space that hasn't already been carved up. If that's your bag and you want to carve it up, speak to the City of Armadale first. Find out if that's going to be a realistic option for this one. You can call them on 9394 5000. Speak to the planning team there. They'll probably say, well, you'd have to submit an application. And yeah, I mean, we know that, but like, look at the zoning, R1525. Look at the size of the block, 740 square metres. What's your minimum size for subdividing at R1525? 700 square metres. Is 740 bigger than 700? Yes, it is. Now, will the City of Armadale tell you that? I don't know. I don't know what they'll tell you. They tend to be very protective, but we can confidently say that there is some potential and it's worth asking the question. So you can jump on a Google map as well as anybody else and have a look around and see how well located this home is. Hopefully this is the equivalent of a Google Street View of room by room touring and you like what you see so far. If you have any further questions or if somehow in the 14 and a bit minutes that we've been walking through this place I've missed something, well, let us know and we'll try and get the answer for you. In the meantime, this is 15 Gribble Avenue in Armadale. It's Mark Grogan from O'Neill Real Estate. Thank you so much for having a look around. Cheers.